CTE has not been abandoned. We still have shop class, as they like to call it, but it's not your daddy's shop class. Our students are learning on real equipment, we're teaching real stuff for real industry, and our kids are ready for real work. I'm in the manufacturing classroom at the Southeast Career and Technical Academy in Las Vegas, Nevada. The mission of the manufacturing programs is to provide enough educational foundation so that our manufacturing partners can benefit from that knowledge, whether it be, their manufacturing processes are from Italy, from Germany, from wherever. Our students can integrate into that far better than anybody off the street that they may hire generically.
The local environment here in Las Vegas, Nevada is we are producing a lot more manufacturing facilities out in Las Vegas and Nevada as a whole, and they need the skill set for these companies. And what we do here is we teach that exact skill set that they need for manufacturing in those companies, and it's relevant information that they can go and get a job immediately right out of high school.
The Clark County School District chose the SACA certification and through that membership because it was the best option for public education. With SACA, we have instructors that are gold certified in numerous different levels, and they could take these students and chunk those certifications throughout the year and allow for the flexibility of public education.
Right now, you can have the ability to get the silver certification, which says, knowledge-wise, I know the content, but not just because you know it knowledge-wise or book-wise doesn't mean you can actually perform the task. And that's why I really like the SACA certifications, because the gold certification is they have to perform the task or the skill in front of an instructor like me, and then they have to prove that they know it. And those are the ones that I will put my name behind, and those are the ones that I will recommend for jobs when they're trying to get jobs outside or move on to college.
The value we get in third-party certs or any certification is that we meet with our industry partners at least twice a year, sometimes 3 times. And the primary question we ask when any certification is being introduced to our students is, if a student earned this, would you interview them for a job? Nowhere do I expect them to be guaranteed a position, but we want those industry partners to acknowledge that if a student earns whatever certification we're providing, that's worth an interview. And what we found through the SACA certification is that based on the SACA 101s and the 102s and the skills implemented in those, most, if not all of our employers have said they would definitely interview the students that have obtained those gold level certifications.
The first one we made a partnership was Tesla, and they were every year for the last 9 years taking 10 to 15 of our students and continually coming back for our students because of the skill sets that they had through the certifications that they got and the stuff they learned through our program. They were highly sought after students for their program. Another one would be Wells Enterprise, which is really local to where we are. They're Blue Bunny ice cream, so they come in and every year they take 2 or 3 of our students, and they always ask for the students who have the most certifications, and those are the ones that they want to interview. Because we run these certifications within our classroom, it allows the students to be able to motivate themselves to continue to push themselves to be greater than everybody else in the room with their certifications. Over a 2-year span, we usually, within the timeline and the coursework, we usually have it to where they can earn about 8 certifications within 2 years. But when they start seeing the certifications, when they start getting the certifications, I've had some students that within those 2 years have moved so far advanced and so far beyond to where they start learning on their own, and they have received upwards of 15 to 16 certifications within that 2-year span. So that just is a clear tell of why these certifications are so motivating for these students. And then they get to go put that on a resume. They stand out so far ahead of the others. And we've had employers come back and say, wow, your students really stand out when they submit their resumes. So I think that's just the best thing for our student.